Greetings to all melanated people all around the world. It's really a joy, it's a blessing. It's an honor to be out here in nature, bringing a message of emancipation to you, a message that will set you free and teach you how to get rid of all mental slavery by teaching you how to look inwardly and to be always grateful, because all is energy, vibration and frequency. That's the reason why I'm pointing you to get onto the frequency of our ancestors, especially people like Abdullah, the black mystic from Ethiopia, Neville Goddard mentor. That's the reason why I want to speak to you concerning Abdullah taught Neville Goddard the law of divine oneness. And you see, many times when I introduce myself and greet melanated people, there are so many people around the world who get caught up in the system of the world and the way how the system of the world want them to think that everything have to be about politics, religion, race, or higher education. And so many fail to look even a little bit more deeply and listen to what is being basically said. Now, if there's a people that lack in something, and you know what is that something, and you're true to yourself, deep within, you want to help, because you come to realize that we are all one, and that there's only one universal consciousness and one universal power. All of us are using one power, which is mind power. Everything starts in the mind. Everything first mental. Everything was first a thought. So this law of divine oneness is not only on the psychological side, but on the physical side also. And then on the spiritual side, we see that we all have to use one creative power, which is the power of imagining. Therefore, your greatest asset is your mind. Your greatest wealth is your mind. So when you understand this divine oneness and understand that we all connect, because all is energy, you will also come to realize that energy cannot be destroyed or created, but it can be transformed. So you will come to realize that all of us have the one power that we can use to transform our lives. So you being told to not be conformed by this way or this system that the world wants you to think, but it must be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Because it's only when you renew your mind, you can come to discover this oneness, this universal oneness, this universal language. Then you will understand that God is life, and life is God. And that you can't separate God from life, or life from God. And that there have to be a divine oneness. There have to be a divine togetherness. Therefore, my brother and my sisters, what is the use of the bombs and the guns? What is the use of having people suffering with its starvation, and having people depending on education as the key to success, and having people believing in politics and politicians, and having people being religious and superstitious, when all of us was given this one power, and we were supposed to uplift and build each other. So my brother, my sisters, no one can have a thought for me, and I can't have a thought for anyone else. But one thing I can say, the all is mental. everything must first be a thought. And that's one thing each and every one of us have in common. And that is what joins each and every one of us together, link all of us together. Just as how all the computer and the world is linked together till we live in a global village. I'm telling you, when you come to true consciousness, you come to true awareness. When you come to true awareness, you come to true oneness. When you come to true oneness, you will understand there's only one power. And we all must use that creative power to achieve our every desire. Because mental slavery is a choice. Every form of slavery is a choice. So are you going to dwell in fear? Are you going to dwell in mediocrity? Or are you going to learn to understand the law of oneness and come to realize that whatever desire you have, that there are those that the universe have already provided to fulfill that desire. So the man who manufactured the vehicle, he's actually praying for you so that you can come and buy a vehicle. But when you doubt in yourself and saying, I can't, and if only, and I shoulda, coulda, woulda, when you invite procrastination, you are hindering yourself because you do not understand the law of oneness. There's a divine oneness. Any desire at all you have in this world, the thing has already been created. And there are already persons who the universe already have ready to fulfill that desire. Each and every one of us are here to fulfill each other's desire. That's why we're not supposed to have doubt and fear. And we're not supposed to live in mediocrity. Because we are limitless beings. All we have to do is use our consciousness to create our reality. Use our spirituality to create our reality consciously. I heard Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, says that the life that he's living is not just because of money, but more so because of his spirituality. And that is so true. Because when you understand your spirituality and understand your true divinity and discover your true identity, then you know what is your royalty. You know what is your rights. Because you know who you are. So my brother and my sisters, when you know who you are, you will know what you can possess. And you will know with God all things are possible. And to them that believe, all things are possible. To them who believe. So that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much. And I want to encourage you to share this message and to like and to comment. And if you have friends, family, or anyone that you believe need to hear a message like this message, I'm encouraging you to get on to them and give them the good news and ask them to be a subscriber so that they can receive all of my messages when they are uploaded. So I want to thank you very much in advance as I now give you the sign of enlightenment, of which Matthew 6:22 tells you, if I be single, your whole body will be full of light. I'm saying to you, my brother and my sisters, when you come to have the experience, you come to realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N, and that it is the dawning of a new day in your life, and that without the sun, there is no life, and there is no light, and without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made, and that the sun parallels the human imagination, the human imagination parallels the sun, and we are the people of the sun. That's why I want to say thanks to our ancestor Abdullah, who taught us the law of oneness. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you, I'm out.